What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So I really didn't have any plans on talking about any more of this Jada Pinkett stuff, right? I mean, I pretty much said what I had to say yesterday. But I just saw another angle, or not angle, detail released from her book in another interview that she's doing promoting this book. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am officially no longer defending Will Smith. By that I mean, I don't defend her. I'm not going to keep defending a guy, Will Smith, who obviously seems to enjoy being cuckold. Will seems to enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't get it. I mean, there's no other rational explanation other than Will Smith seems to enjoy being cuckolded by this woman. He seems to enjoy the fact that she has his balls in her purse, his pecker in her pocketbook. He seems to enjoy this. I mean, what other rational man would enjoy his supposed wife, I guess wife when he wants it to be, is constantly going around talking about another man other than you? Every fucking interview is about another man. If it's not about Tupac, it's about August Alsina. What the fuck is going on, man? What in the hell is going on? And why is this not being called out by women? Ladies, call her out. If a husband, if a man, not fuck husband, if your man even has his eye periphery in the direction of another woman's ass, he's the biggest dog scoundrel ever. She's giving interviews about another man that she's never supposedly been in love with every day. I'm gonna get to the point, but I'm just so exasperated by this woman. So I'll put a link to this article in the pinned comment in the comment section below. Tupac proposed to Jada Pinkett Smith while he was in prison. Jada Pinkett Smith has revealed that Tupac asked her to marry him while he was serving time in prison in 1995. The actress made the claim during an interview with former NBA stars Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson's All the Smoke podcast as part of the promotional run for her upcoming memoir, Worthy, out October 17th. When I wrote about that in the book, and when I had to talk about it, speak my words for the audible version of the book, that was probably one of the more painful parts. Seeing him there, the condition that he was in, and having to leave him there, he was in bad shape. And so, when he asked me to get married, he was at Rikers. I knew at that time that he needed somebody to do time with him, which I was going to do anyway. He didn't have to marry me to do that. I'm here. He needed a rock. Because of our friendship and everything we had been through together, he just wanted to feel that solidified foundation. She continued, I promise you, he would have married me and divorced me as soon as his ass got out of prison. He would have. I just think it was the mind state that he was in. He wrote me this long letter, and even before Pac went to jail, he was starting to shift in a certain manner. Good, really good. And I think that for him, he just felt like, okay, if I can tether myself, it'll keep me on a trajectory. But trust me, he would have divorced me as soon as he... One thing he wouldn't want me One thing he wouldn't want me as is a wife. Wait a minute. But trust me, he would have divorced me as soon as he. One thing he wouldn't want me is as a wife. I know that for a fact. But I think just being at Rikers, it just kind of shook him a little. She also opened up about not speaking to Tupac during the last year of his life due to a heated argument they had. I just felt like he was off track a little bit, and I spoke on that, and we got into probably one of the most heated arguments we ever had. Pac and I getting into heated confrontations was not unusual. This happened to be a very heated one, and I didn't speak to him for a year. I was hurt. I was pissed. I really kind of dug my heels in the ground. I was just like, he went too far. He's going to have to call me, and I'm standing my ground on it. And I learned that don't waste time like that. It's like a whole year out of my pride. Both of us, very prideful, just hard-headed, prideful, because none of it mattered. The day Tupac's mother, Affinity, called me when I found out that he had been shot again, I didn't give a fuck. That whole conversation and whatever was going on with Suge and all of it, it didn't matter. So why should it have mattered for a whole year? It didn't matter, and surely once he was gone. So I just learned, man, don't hold on to bullshit. It's not worth it, because you just never know. Okay. So, there's no romantic feelings, she claims. But he's your soulmate. He said, ew, it feels weird when y'all kissed, but he wanted to marry you when he was at his low point. You seem to have a relationship with this man that sure seems to me to be more than platonic. I mean, she keeps saying they had a platonic relationship, but don't sound like it to me. It don't sound like it to me. It sounds like to me, and I'm just going off. I'm just taking a guess here. I'm just going out on a limb, because I've known these types of women, right? Jada is not a one man or one person woman. That's what I'm thinking here. To save face, to not look like a hoe. And maybe I'm out of line saying this, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. She's created this narrative that her and Tupac were friends, and it was a special friendship, and we didn't have sex, but we cuddled and we slept together in the same bed, but we never had sex because it wasn't like that, and blah, blah. Look, do you think look, we ain't stupid, man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not fucking stupid. Sounds to me like Jada is that real cool chick, real personable, a rare combination of, I think if she gets to know you, she seems like the type of person you can confide in and trust in, and I don't think she's a gossiper like that. I really think she has some good personality traits. As much as we talk about her and shit, because the shit she's doing to Will Smith is foul. But I do think she's one of these people that can draw you in like a moth to a flame, gain your trust. It could be a real cool person initially, before they start showing you some nutty sides of their personality. Because I do think she has some fucked up parts of her personality. I think she got a fucked up temper. I think Jada Pinkett has a part of her personality where she could talk to you any kind of motherfucking way. I think she'll cut you the fuck out, especially when she was younger. And sexuality wise, I think that she's a pervert. Okay? I think that she's the type of woman that don't want to be tied down to one man. And if she is in a situation where she's supposedly tied down to one man, it's never really just one guy. That makes sense. I think that Tupac and her were friends, fuck buddies. With I think they were fuck buddies with, you know what I'm saying, a bond. I'll put it like that. She don't want to put that part in there. But that's what I sense. She's not the type of chick you can be in a real relationship with. And she can kind of give all these other more nuanced, more artsy-fartsy type excuses for why she can't or wouldn't be in relationships with this guy or that guy. Come on, man. All of the evidence is there. She wants to be in a situation where she can do what the fuck she want to do. And Will allows it. Will allows it. I think with her, I'm starting to think she cares about Will. But I think Will, honestly, I think part of it was, possibly, Will was a career move for her. But it didn't work out. I think over the years she's grown to love him and care about him, but she really don't feel about Will the same way that Will feel about her. That's what I really believe. Because you gotta remember, when they hooked up with one another, Will was he was the man in Hollywood. He was on a hell of a trajectory. When they hooked up, I think that was right after he did Independence Day. Then he did Men in Black. Then after that he just blew the fuck up. And she thought that she would blow up with him career wise. But in actuality, the opposite happened. Because Jada Pinkett had a little stretch where she was starting to appear in movies. Low Down, Dirty Shame. What was it? The Inkwell. What was the Inkwell? I'm not thinking about another movie. Not the Inkwell. What was the name of that guy? Was it called Inkwell? Whatever the fuck that movie was with Malik Yoba. Not Malik Yoba. Alan Payne and Bokeem Woodbine. What the fuck was that movie called? Was it The Inkwell? I can't think right now. But anyway, she was in that movie. Fucking Low Down, Dirty Shame, Woo, all these different movies in the mid-90s. And then her career stalled as soon as she fucking met Will. And I don't think she anticipated it. She tried to branch out on Will, but it just never fucking worked. Her career stalled while Will's continued. And I think on some level you could argue maybe she kind of resents that shit. So that's why she's never given him any fucking real love in these interviews. I don't know. But it's just a lot of inconsistencies with her. Y'all are just friends, but he wants to marry you. Then, another thing. Why did you bring Will on the show? That red table bullshit, whatever it's called. Why did you bring Will on the show to get his feelings about August being with you and having this affair, the way you put it, if you guys are already separated, knowing that? This is after the fact we learned they were separated. So why was Will on the show if you guys weren't together anymore? Am I the only one seeing all this bullshit? But it's just crazy, man. I was just on the phone with somebody else, man, and we was trying to figure out, like, because, you know, we're trying to logically figure shit out, but it's not making any sense. So now I don't even blame August Alsina anymore. It can't be a home record if there was no home to wreck at that time. And like I said, what the fuck are they? Like a roommates? I don't know, man. This shit crazy to me, man. Hey, man. How many times should we keep talking about Tupac? What else will come out in this book, man? Like, what else gonna come out? Is she gonna talk about her affair with Mark Anthony? Allegedly. Poor Will. Poor Will. I really feel sorry for him, man. But bro, that's on him too, man. He gotta step up, man. He gotta step up and just make that move, man. Just divorce her, because at this point, man, you just look terrible, bro. Like, damn, he looks horrible in this situation. That motherfucker go call my comment section. Keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. Will, man, I'm just trying to tell you in the video, man. Keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. No. Oh, God. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it, man. Tell what you guys think.